Suit up, drag racing fans. It's time to get it on. That's right, it's time to hop a plane from LAX to London Heathrow to head to legendary Santa Pod over in the UK to bring you the baddest street tire, turbocharged, 200-mile-an-hour, 6-second pro street bikes as we know them in the US, or super street bikes as they know them over in the UK. We've got so much to talk about. Settle in, this video will be worth the wait. Wheels up charge, a lot of cool bikes to see, and potential talk of a World Cup pro street drag race. Can you imagine that? Bringing over these top racers. More on that in just a bit.
Cycle Drag Universe, what's up, guys? How are you doing? I want to know, do I have any street tire fans out there? Yes, this is a street tire. Doing a little work on the Suzuki Hayabusa. Do I have any Hayabusa fans out there? Gearing change. What do you guys think about gearing changes? What do you recommend? I'm playing around. This is going to surprise a lot of you out there. I'm actually going one tooth up. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But first, what I want to do is show you some of the most impressive pro street bikes.
Some bikes you absolutely have to see.
Or super street bikes, shall we say, in the world. We're going to head all the way across the pond over to England.
Yes, come with us. This is your VIP pass to see the fastest motorcycles from all over the world.
I love taking you with me on all my travels. We're going to go to Santa Pod Raceway and see some truly remarkable bikes.
Santa Pod Raceway is special. It is laden with history, and it's got some of the most talented and quickest drag racers in the world. We're going to bring you the entire first round of eliminations from the super street bike category. They are ready to go in the lanes. Later on in this video, we're going to see Steve Venables try to rotate the earth. We're also going to talk about a potential World Cup, a Moto des Nations, or a pro street drag racing Olympics, if you will. We'll get the discussion going, and we'll talk about whether or not this is something that could be feasible in the future. You know, those shipping costs are a lot more affordable than people think when you split up those containers. It's only the Atlantic Ocean that is preventing us from having a truly international extravaganza. And there's Mr. Venables. He's one of the baddest in the world. He's been over to the United States to race.
Yeah, make sure you stay with us in this video because I want to show you some really cool stuff from Santa Pod. A couple of things that I was amazed by. Number one, the ZX12 is still a very popular bike in the super street bike category, and I'm not exactly sure why.
They love the 12 over in the UK. It gives me flashbacks of Ricky Gadsden and Rob Muzzy. Who remembers that?
I thought that I may see more ZX14s. I did not see any ZX14s. Number two, Steve Venables is a bad man on his DME Hayabusa.
Came in as the point leader, record holder, the man from Great Britain, looking to do some more damage, and we'll see it in this video. Get ready.
Stay with us in this video because by the end, we're going to watch Venables rotate the earth.
So you couldn't make it over to the UK? No problem. Cycle Drag has your back. Here comes the entire first round from the FIM Euro Finals, and we begin with Mark Hope taking on Graham Dance. Mark Hope out of Great Britain. 089 light, Hope. Dance goes 096. Great drag race, top end. Wind light coming on, right-hand lane. Hope 730 at 195 miles an hour. That brings up our next pair. Here's Graham Balchin on the ZX12. He's knocking on the door of running the first ever ZX12 6. He will be taking on Margit Schmidt. Schmidt, your number 13 qualifier on the Hayabusa. Balchin, your number 4 qualifier representing Team Green Kawasaki. Oh man, whole shot going to Margit. Suzuki Power trying to put that Cowie on the trailer. Here comes that Kawasaki ZX12. Top end charge, 709, 202. The Kawasaki moves on. Here comes the number 5 qualifier, Stephen Mead, right-hand lane, set to take on the number 12 qualifier, Mark Dainty, left-hand lane. It is a Suzuki Hayabusa battle. Whole shot, right-hand lane. Into high gear, down through the stripe, wind light coming on, Stephen Mead, 728, 193. Now bring up our number 2 qualifier, Daniel Lenses. He's on the Hayabusa out of Hungary, taking on the Kawasaki of Clemens Wally. Off again, Clemens with a big hole shot, but he's got a big gap to overcome. Daniel on the Hayabusa into high gear, 702. Look at the mile an hour, 206, 206 miles an hour. They're flying across the pond. Here comes the number 1 of Rick Stubens, taking on the Frenchman on the B-King, Yannick Ricard. He's fast. He's looking for an upset. He qualified 10th. Rick Stubens, other lane, qualified 7th, but you can never count Yannick out. Red light start, the Frenchman's gonna take the win. The number 10 qualifier, left-hand lane, Félicitations. The Frenchman's moving on. Hey, congratulations. Merci beaucoup. Big burnout for Knut Moeller. He's looking for an upset near side. He'll take on the number 3 qualifier, Gary Bowe, far lane. Bowe out of Great Britain. Oh, Gary Bowe with a sensational 60-foot time and the whole shot. Top end of the racetrack. Bowe looking for the 6s. Just misses it. 7 flat, 207 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. We now turn our attention to Mogens Lund taking on Alex Hope. Alex Hope coming up near lane out of Great Britain. He took a massive step forward this year, taking on that Sunoco Hayabusa of Mogens Lund, the Danish rider. Oh, Team Denmark looks tough to beat. Mogens was on the tree. That Sunoco Hayabusa. But bam, there's our 6-second run. 210, 697, 210, ladies and gentlemen. Impressive. Congratulations.
Team Sunoco.
Wow. Here at Santa Pod, take a look at this crowd. This place is packed. We've always wanted to come here, and I'll tell you today, we've got an opportunity to potentially see new motorcycle world records. We sure do. Let's get right back to action with Steve Venables. He may be the quickest in the world in terms of big men at 68 inches. He's over 200 pounds. 68-inch wheelbase, and he is fast. Came into this event holding the record at a 685 at 212. He will take on number 89. That is Dave Thomas and the Kawasaki ZX12. Good old-fashioned Kawasaki versus Suzuki showdown. And I ask you, when will we see the 14 over in the UK, if ever? Clearly, you got a lot of folks there that are Team Green. This Team Green rider needs a big upset over Venables. Oh, big hole shot, Dave Thomas. Venables got to run him down. Top end of the racetrack, Venables, 692, 215. A new FIM speed record. Let's take you back and see how it happened. A big hole shot. Dave Thomas was near perfect. 009 on the tree. Steve knew he could wait with a 213, but that DME Hayabusa turned on the power. 692, 215.
Another thing that amazed me that I'd like to point out is how fortunate, blessed, and spoiled we are in the United States to have these massive rigs, haulers, and trailers.
Yeah, we have some unbelievable setups. Larry McBride certainly has an awesome rig, and so many others in the pits do.
over in England, the roads are so narrow, especially when you come off the main roads and you weave through the back country to get to Santa Pod. It's barely big enough for 2 small cars to get by. So
take a look at this. This is a backcountry road. And watch this guy on the motorcycle. Be careful. He wants to get ahead. Oh, man. They don't give you much leeway in the other lane.
A lot of these teams are working out of nothing bigger than a Sprinter van or a box van if they're lucky. They have much smaller setups.
Here's the Top Fuel motorcycle pits. That's about as big as it gets. A lot of teams using box vans. You got a lot of hands over here to help you. That's the good news. I don't know whether
they're there to help or whether they're there to just watch.
Okay, or maybe drink beer. Who knows, right?
Yeah, both.
Or both.
We're going to do something. We're going to do something.
Yeah, you can't keep doing this. Did you break anything else, or is it just cases?
Just that and my feelings.
Yeah, I'm sure your feelings are hurt. A smaller vehicle will definitely help.
Setups, and you don't need to remind me of why to share my experience real quick. I booked all my own travel. Shame on me for going with the great deal and not getting the name brand. Green Motion Car Rental made me put a $3,000 deposit on my vehicle.
I couldn't find Green Motion anywhere. I had to take a taxi. It was a long ways from the airport, not what I was expecting. This man apparently prepared for the worst in here. But my goodness, $3,000 I had to put on this car. How much is this car even worth? And get a load of this. They warned me, be careful who you give your keys back to. There's imposters that try to steal your vehicle when you return it. I was checking out the curb rash.
Now, keep in mind, I don't know where I'm at. I'm driving on the wrong side of the car, wrong side of the road for this American boy, dealing with roundabouts. The most unsettling thing is when you get on the back country roads. I swear to you, some of these roads are so tight, and then guess what? Just when you think you have the situation under control, somebody parks on the side of the road, and it's a blind corner.
Yes, my friends from the UK, you got to tell me how you deal with this nerve-wracking situation. Thank goodness I wasn't towing a trailer. I just kept telling myself, sit on the right, drive on the left, repeat, repeat.
That was the toughest part, but I saw a lot of things that were great about Santa Pod.
Yeah, including the live-action arena where legendary stuntman Terry Grant was out putting on a jaw-dropping show. And how about the amusement park area for the kids? This is a good way to keep everybody entertained during a long day. Plenty of moto or even unicycle stunts as well. And you know there was a lot to eat. All right, traditional ice cream here from the UK. Very light, I noticed. Almost looks like a whipped cream. And then, what is that?
This is a chocolate flake.
So you get a chocolate flake in there as well. How about
Yes.
it? That's awesome. How great does it taste?
It tastes amazing.
Yours is almost gone. You enjoying it? There you go.
There you go. That's the age difference, right? I'm going to enjoy this. He's just eating it.
I want to commend the entire staff over there for doing what every big event should do. It was more than a race. It was a festival. It had something for everyone, and that is...
Yeah, that place was rocking at night. It was rocking at all hours, it seemed like. A lot of fun.
And that is what we have to do if we want to attract big crowds. The promoter in me knows if you want it to be a family event for everybody, you better set up the amusement park. You better have something for the ladies. You better have a lot of good food. And oh yeah, we can watch some racing. We can watch some fast racing. But the stunt show, all the entertainment, Keith Bartlett, he did an excellent job.
Here we are, Mr. Keith Bartlett, the CEO of Santa Pod Raceway. Keith, we're showing the rest of the world the motorcycle scene here over in England. Tell me what we can expect.
You're going to expect a lot here in Europe. We've got a big championship, FIM European Drag Bike Championship, teams from probably 7 or 8 European countries, classes, Top Fuel, Super Twin, Pro Stock Bike, which the Americans will know, and Super Street Bike with 6-second rounds.
I'll give you another inside piece of information that I found out over in England while talking with Santa Pod CEO Keith Bartlett. He's a great guy. He loves the motorcycles. He wants to put on a World Cup for Super Street Bike Pro Street. That's his dream. So down in the comments, we got to tag all the players: Frankie Stotts, Jeremy Teasley, Team DME.
There's Stotts and Teasley. rotating the earth at Maryland International Raceway. Bam! Couple of 40s.
Rodney Williford, Aaron Litton, Litton Racing.
Some bad boys here. You want to see Litton make a lot of steam. Keep an eye on this scoreboard run. How about 232?
The entire Williford Racing gang. All of them, all the top dogs. We gotta ask these guys, would you ever be interested in maybe splitting up a container and shipping the bikes over for the Euro Finals and having a good old-fashioned World Cup? And all my friends over in Australia, all my friends over in Willowbank, we want you as well. Wouldn't that be cool? And then maybe it's something we could keep going and have at different sites. It could be like the Motocross the Nations. That would be cool. What do you think about that? Let me know your comments.
I think we could be onto something big here. Something where we plan for it, we get sponsors involved, we get manufacturers involved, we get this man, Steve Venables, over to the United States. Take a look at Steve. This was before the end of the weekend. Steve wasn't done yet. Watch that scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. 680, 216. New records over in the UK. Steve Venables, you're a bad man. We want to see you over in the United States. Wow. Unbelievable. You think guys working hard?
Of course. Always.
What an event, huh?
It's incredible, honestly.
Thanks for what you do.
I just have to say this, he's such a top bloke that when he ordered down the racetrack, he went and gave all the clean-up crew chocolate. How nice is that? Now, can I just say, Steve Venables!
Make sure there.
Winner run-up in Super Twin, which is just, as always, been fantastic.
What a time it was. We're going to talk more about this potential World Cup in a second. I want to know your thoughts down below in the comments.
I want to sincerely thank you once again for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I want to thank those of you out there who have referred friends. I know a lot of you have because I read each and every comment, and a lot of us have gone back and forth, and you've told me that you've referred friends. Thank you so much. If you know anybody at all who loves motorcycles, who wants to be a part of this journey, who wants to be a part of this story, they are more than welcome. We also welcome any story idea or any question you may have. Thanks so much, guys, for subscribing to Cycle Drag on YouTube, hitting the bell for notifications, and liking CycleDrag.com on Facebook. As Drake said, we started from the bottom. Now we here. We over 100,000. It's because of you. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
Yes, could you imagine if we could somehow pull this World Cup off, maybe every 2 to 4 years, like the Olympics? 1 year in the US, 1 year over in the UK, 1 year in Australia, would get sponsors, would get manufacturers. It could be epic.
Hey, Cycle Drag, you know we got your back. Come here for a second. Check this out. Brock's Performance Exhaust. Well, right now, if you go down below in the description, you will find a special link to save you money at Brock's Performance. Make sure you check it out. The link is down below. You can get your exhaust pipe and so much more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legend! The legend is here. How are you doing, sir?
I'm cycle dragging. That's what I'm doing. Cycle dragging forever and ever and ever.
You are the man. Sweep the leg, right?
Sweep the leg, no mercy, and cycle dragging.
Thank you, everybody, for subscribing to Cycle Drag on YouTube. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, and thank you for also liking CycleDrag.com on Facebook. Share it with your friends. If you keep it growing, we're going to keep bringing you awesome stuff like this. Thanks a lot.
Wait a minute. Is it the legendary Jesse James? Are you really the legendary Jesse James?
Sometimes, only in my own mind.
What do you got on your hat?
Cycle drag.
You're the man. Do you watch the Cycle Drag YouTube channel?
No, but you should.
We hope that you'll start watching, and I appreciate it.
Yep.
Oh, make sure you check out our video on Rocket Man. It's over 6 million views as well. But back to the World Cup. Let's get the discussion going, guys. Could you imagine if we could make this happen? Every 2 to 4 years, teams representing countries. One year we have it at Santa Pod. One year we have it over at Willowbank in Australia. One year we have it somewhere in the U.S., whether it be Maryland, whether it be Valdosta, India. We certainly have wider roadways than that. You guys, I promise you, you will enjoy the roadways in the United States a whole lot more. But I think it would be a great experience for all the American racers to travel abroad as well and show some true nationalism and some fellowship with your two-wheeled friends across the ocean. I really hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave me your feedback. We're here to entertain. We're here to take you along with us no matter where we go. You know, if there's fast motorcycles involved, no matter what country it is we're in, Cycle Drag rolls on.